because you have no backlash, you have no place at all. Just that very small correction is enough. If you need a stronger correction, sometimes you go out of control, because if you just use your brakes at your car, suddenly you can do a disaster, even if you need to do a very sudden acceleration. Here, you play with smooth. Smoothness and reliability are, for me, the key words from the system. Thank you. If you have any question, I can answer on my experience, because, as I say, I'm not the mechanical here. So in that case, the manufacturer who is here, maybe he will be happy to answer. Otherwise, if you have questions about the experience under the field, I will be happy to answer.
Giancarlo, you said you addressed the issue of backlash, and with no gears, you've eliminated the periodic error. No periodic error.
You have some periodic error, but the key point is it is really smooth, so you can really handle it easily. The problem is sometimes that this mount jumps immediately, and the other guy sometimes is not fast enough to fix this. Here, it is really, really fast. I find this an intriguing specification. Please. Sorry?
How much weight?
At the setup, you can host here from 15 to 20 kilograms. And for example, this setup with including, of course, the camera, the off-axis guider, cables, and everything is well inside the limits, the payload limits. And I've tested this also under windy conditions, and if the wind is not so strong, of course, the fact that the mount is able to return immediately at the right position is really a benefit, because, you know, if it takes too much, the sensitivity of the modern CCD devices are just leaving a trail, you know. Here it is so fast that if you are lucky enough, you will not see the jump at all. This is at least what I saw so far. But I'm lucky enough to live in a very steady place, and I experimented this under different conditions, and so far, this capability to come back immediately is, for me, amazing. Please.
What if one of the belts breaks? Do you have to send the whole unit back to be repaired, or can you get extra belts to fix it yourself?
Sorry.
No, if the belt breaks,
Well,
is it user serviceable?
yes. Well, if the belts will break, if they will, because of course everything can break, you know. I think there are no troubles, because the factory is absolutely ready to offer assistance, and they can. I don't know if the manufacturer can confirm this. I mean, I'm sure I can confirm, but I think that so far did you have some troubles with the belts broken? So far, no. And
No, but if you have, for example, the question is if you have to change it, that you get a...
Sorry, I apologize. This is where my Italian English.
States. I don't want to be transporting this back and forth all over the place. It costs money.
No, you can fix it easily. You can replace it. Yes. There will be. You will have a support here in the States. Eventually, we will sell it in the States.
Yeah, I think they're,
So they can be easily changed.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
That's good.
Not like
Just to change the car.
The tire.
Basically, yes. Basically, it's the same issue.
Della Piglia, due parole sulla
Well, the manufacturer is saying me that actually the expected lifetime of this is, I would say, a lot of years, because if you just think a bit about the belt in your car, you change it after tens of thousands of miles, I guess. Here you can understand that the stress is very limited. Please.
variations in temperature.
Well, it is absolutely stable, because, please correct me if I'm wrong, the special material used to make the belt has glass inside, and this is making them very, very stable.
Glass or Kevlar?
No, it's polyurethane and steel.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. Okay.
glass is in the pulley.
In the pulley, I apologize.
Technopolymer and glass.
So these are, at least in my experience, where I live, I experiment sometimes a very huge changes in temperature from, for example, the beginning of the night to the center of the night, to the end. You know, at the very end of the night, you have very likely the coldest temperature. So far, I have no troubles. Of course, I have to experiment the summer side again, because as I said, I started at fall experimenting this. But so far, I'm very happy. And I'm ready to trust this system enough to leave it unattended. Because so far, I'm working a lot on it, but still on site, because I want to be there if something, in case, will not work. But so far, it is working everything, and I'm going to promote it to the full remote status. And we will see what will happen. Please.
What's that virtual observatory about?
That's the next.
Yes, this is the next.
Are you going to talk about that now?
Yes.
Yeah. You want
Yes.
to go ahead and start
Okay.
that one? Yeah, we'll start the
Okay.
next topic.
So I just, as I said, I started looking at this new system to find a solution to some troubles, I would say, some needs I had. Thank you. I see that we have some fans here of the.
So is one of those mounts here?
Here, it is going to be one.
There's one right outside.
It is outside, if you can look.